my people, welcome to this lesson. And here in this particular lesson, we'll start looking at an individual method of working with numbers in JavaScript. Do not forget that the past lesson, like 2 or 3, has been about talking generally about numbers in JavaScript. Different aspects of numbers, things you can do with numbers, things that you should be aware of, things that are recommended, and things that you should not always do if you want your program to, be if you want your program to be standardized, and if you don't want I mean, an unexpected or inconsistent output from your program or from your code. So, in this particular lesson, we'll begin to talk about different methods that we have with working with numbers in JavaScript. And the first one we are going to be examining here in this lesson is ToString method. Even though I demonstrated it while we were working in the past 2 lessons about how you can use it to take a number from one base to another. And here we are going to take a deep dive into it to see how it works in reality. The toString method returns a number as a string. So the toString number returns a number as a string. All number methods can be used on any type of numbers. Now, just as all the string method can be used on any type of string, the same thing is applicable to numbers. All number methods can also be used on any type of number, whether it's a literal. Do not forget, literal, like we said in the previous lesson, is a fixed value written directly into your code, which means that if you have something like 1, 2, 3, or 500, 200, those are fixed value and you can write them directly. So that's an example of literal. Variables, you know what variables are, or expressions, you know what expressions are. Maybe you have 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 minus 2 or something, etc., etc. So the toString method can take an optional radix argument to convert the number to a different base. So when you want to convert a number to a different base, toString is one of the way through which you can do that, as you have seen in the past example. So you can use this toString method to convert the number to a different base, and in this lesson I am going to be demonstrating that to us so that we understand how that works specifically. So let me just pull up my code editor and let's take a look at an example of how to use toString method in JavaScript. ToString method, number method, ToString number method in JavaScript. Working with ToString number method in JavaScript. And then here I'll just add my script tag here. And I just make something as simple as a variable. Let x equals to 500, or it could be anything. You can put any number or anything that you want. So you can now say, okay, let y equals x dot toString. You can see my editor is already suggesting it for me. And then inside this toString method, I may not pass anything. Let me just output what y is, document.write, sorry. Then y, as you can see, I'm getting a value of 500, as you can see. So this is how you use the toString method to convert a number to string. Now, if I check the type of this now, type of y, I think I should get a string. Yeah. So you can see it now that even though the number I have here initially was 500, which is a number, a fixed value, literal, Now, I use this ToString method to convert this from a number to a string. And I use the type of property to check the value of my variable y, and that is why I am getting string in my output as the result for the expression that I have on the browser. So the toString method can take an optional radix argument to convert the number to a different base, which means that I can also pass in an argument into this. If I want to convert this to base 2, I'll take this back to y, and then you can see the value here. If I want to convert it to base 8, you can see the value base 16. You can see the value base 32. You can see the value base 64 is not working. And let's check why it is not working. Let's just inspect and see the type error. So range error. So which means that this value that I just passed in, which is 64, is a range that is outside of the accepted arguments that this particular method accepts. Now let's read it. ToString method radix argument must be between 2 and 36, which means that any value below 2 or any value more than 36 will not work. So if I pass in 1, for example, let me do that. If I pass 1 in, now you can see that since 1 is not up to 2, I am as well getting that error that the argument must be between 2 and 36. So the number will only work if it is between 2 and 36. So it does not matter whether it is 11, whether it is 12, whether it is 13, whether it is 14, etc., etc. So it will work as long as the number is a number between 2 and 36. Because if you take a look at this comment, now look at this, convert number to string in base 14, which means this exists. So which means that in JavaScript there's nothing like base 1, and then there's nothing like base 37, which is the reason why we are not getting anything and getting this range error, as we can see it clearly in our console. So this is how you use the toString method to work with converting a number to a string, converting a number to another base that you want to see that number in. What I'm saying is this: the toString method can take an optional radix argument to convert the number to a different base. So the toString method that we just demonstrated here was used to convert the number to a different base. So we converted it from initial base that this number exists into another one, or another one that you can see here. And this particular variable in base 36 will give you the value of what you can see on the screen. In base 16 will give you the value of what you can see on the screen. And if you check the type of cities now, type of this particular variable, let's see what we're going to get. We're still getting string. Do not forget that we have already applied that method of toString on the number, which is the reason why we are getting the type of as a string. Thank you, and we'll continue to examine another method of working with number in the next lesson. With what we've done here, you can as well practice to try to change number to different base format and see the output. Thank you for your time. I'll see you in the next.